Valery Giscard d'Estaing once described himself as a conservative who likes change. The centre-right leader became French president in 1974 after a very close election. At 48, he was then the third youngest president in French history. His desire was introducing reforms and to modernise society, and he moved quickly. One of his first acts was to reduce the voting age from 21 to 18. Then his health minister, Simone Veil, championed a 1975 law that legalised abortion. Veil, who was an Auschwitz survivor, was asked during the heated debates before the law was passed whether she wanted to send children to the ovens. Giscard d'Estaing was also a fervent believer in the European idea. He worked closely with German Chancellor Helmut Schmidt to set up the European Council and to increase the powers of the European Parliament. He also played a key role in creating the European monetary system. Then came scandal. In 1979, a French satirical newspaper unveiled the so-called Diamond Affair, revealing that during his time as finance minister in 1973, Giscard d'Estaing was offered diamonds by Jean Bedel Bokassa, the man who'd go on to declare himself emperor of the Central African Republic. It tarnished Giscard d'Estaing's image, and then there was also the economy. France was hit hard by the oil crises in 1973 and 1979, and unemployment was on the rise. In 1981, he lost his re-election bid to the socialist François Mitterrand. But his political career was not over. Giscard d'Estaing made a comeback in 2001 when he was appointed to lead work on a constitution for an enlarged EU. It took 16 months, and when he finished, he thanked his mascot.
It's my tortoise.
It was a symbol. He believed that by advancing slowly and carefully, you could reach your goal. In the spring of 2005, he worked tirelessly to explain the new constitution ahead of a referendum in France. Ultimately, the no vote won out, followed a few days later by the same result in the Netherlands. Giscard d'Estaing took it as a vote against the ruling governments of the day, and not against the project of the constitution. Still, it was a huge disappointment for him. He was not only a politician, he was also described as a womanizer. He was an author too, and in 2004 became a member of the Académie Française, and at this occasion declared that he also wanted to be remembered as a writer. I would certainly like that in the image that will be left, in one way or another, what I have written or expressed is a relatively important part, he said.
You know, if I remember Giscard d'Estaing, I was like 16 when he became president, and it was a revolution because for the first time, a president coming from science education versus literacy or war, as before, decided to modernize France. So we could list, you know, the social aspect of his mandate, but more importantly, he transformed France and he opened wide the gates for Europe. That's really what we can remember about Giscard d'Estaing. Well, you know, he was clearly an advocate for a new Europe. He got this vision that the blocs in the future, as we see today, would be continental. The US being really heavy, but China as well. So he was thinking that the size of a country or a region was definitely too small to fight in the future world. So unfortunately, he was probably like a surfer before the wave. The wave went and he stayed, you know, watching it, and he didn't convince the people to vote for this new constitution. But, you know, I think he planted a little seed that go on growing and hopefully will flourish one day.